Hi there. Thank you for joining me today as I talk about simple energy practices to support your pet's well-being. I'm Denise Dunleavy. I'm an animal communicator, intuitive, and teacher. And I'm here to remind you to include your pets in whatever you are doing. You are their whole world, and all they want is to be a part of yours. So, whatever you're doing, if it's meditating, journaling, healing, working, exercising, just ask your pet to join in and include them because it will mean so much to them. Pets really are amazing healers and teachers. They are constantly transmuting energy for us, processing emotions, and giving us comfort. So when they need help, we try our best, but sometimes it can be very hard to help them when you don't know what's wrong, when they can't tell us what hurts or what feels bad. And we have all been through that situation where we go to a vet and they say, well, we just have to wait and see, or there's nothing else that we can do. I really like these energy techniques. And this is what I tell people to do when there isn't anything else, because it can only help and bring more healing to focus on positive energy and setting the intention of trying to heal our pets. So these things can be used in instances where your pet might be feeling sick, might be acting different, or they could be great just for everyday practices. Because our animals are constantly in our energy, they are feeling whatever we're feeling. And so if you bring stress home from work, they're going to feel it. So they can benefit from any kind of clearing that you can give to them. We're going to talk about three different things today, which are three different aspects of healing. And you can do all three of them together or just focus on one if you only have a few moments and put them together however it feels good to you. I'm going to walk you through the steps for doing these. So we're actually going to give some healing today. So if you have a pet with you, I want you to think about them and who you're going to focus on. If you don't have a pet with you, you can think about an animal in nature or maybe an animal at a rescue. So I want you to just picture them in your mind's eye. Maybe it's a deer in a forest or an elephant in a zoo or a dog or cat at a rescue. So just set the intention of who you're going to send healing to today. The very first thing I want you to remember is that anything that you do for yourself, you can do for your pets or for an animal. So if you do Reiki on people, you can do Reiki for pets. You can also do astrology for pets if you know their birthday, or if you do some kind of energy healing, you can apply that to animals. So what if you have something that you already like to do, you can just do that for your pets as well. So I'm going to walk you through one thing that I do on myself, and it's a method I use for healing people, and I also now do it for animals. This is my cat, Shay. She's decided to join me. My cats do love to help with healing as well. So they are sending love to you. But I just want you to take a few moments to get settled. It doesn't have to take very long. And all we're doing is just shifting our mindset away from the busyness of the day and whatever you were doing before and focusing on the animal you want to send healing to. So just think about them in your mind's eye or imagine them. Imagine them in front of you. And we're going to send a golden beam of light that starts at their heart and goes all the way down through whatever they're sitting on, through the floor, through the earth and the grass, all the way down to the center of the earth. This is a grounding cord that is connecting them to Mother Earth and nature. And this is going to help ground them and get them centered in the present. We're just going to ask that anything that this animal does not need will be cleansed and cleared through this grounding cord. It's going to go into the grounding cord through their heart, down all the way to the center of the earth, where it's getting transmuted and transformed into love and light. So just imagine anything that's in the energy field being sucked in and pulled down to this grounding cord easily and without effort. If there's anything you know about that you have in mind and you want to clear, please set the intention to cleanse this as well. That could be anxiety, physical ailments, fear, overwhelming emotions. It could be a frustrating situation that the animal's been through or trauma from their past. So just set the intention that this is going to be drawn away and cleansed by these beautiful droplets of light. And let them continue to drop over this energy field above your pet until all that they don't need is washed away. This simple technique cleans and clears anything that they don't need and can be so helpful for whatever your animal may be carrying around, or they could be carrying things for you on your behalf, and you can thank them and let them know that they no longer have to carry that. The second thing I'm going to talk about is calling in. So now that we've cleansed what we don't want, we're going to call in what we do want. So I want you to think about anything that your pet needs or what you want to replace what we've cleansed. This could be peace and calm. It could be healing. For an animal in the wild, it could be safety or protection, or more healing for any emotional or physical issues that they may have as well. So we're going to start this technique by imagining a bubble above your animal. So picture it, imagine it, think about it. Let this bubble be there. And we're going to ask for the angels, spirit guides, ancestors, and higher vibrational beings to send this thing that we need into the bubble. So they're sending healing, positive energy, high vibrations that come from the cosmic realms into this beautiful bubble that we've created. And then I want you to give it a color. Your intuition may send you a color, so it might just be the first thing that pops into your head. There might be a color there already. Or you can pick a color that feels like the vibration of this element to you. So whatever the vibration of peace and calm is, what color that is, or what color represents health and vitality to you. So imagine this bubble filled with this beautiful energy and color. And this bubble, we're going to bring it down over the animal, starting with their head. And it goes into their body and surrounds them. So this bubble does not break. It just changes shape and becomes flexible. And you are pulling it down into your animal's being and aura, and keep pulling it down until it envelops the entire animal. So just envision this bubble of color and light surrounding them. Now this bubble creates a shield, and we are setting the intention and telling those angels, spirits, and higher vibrational beings that this shield will protect our animal from anything that is not helpful or does not serve it. And it will act as a shield to rebound and send away any negative vibrations. If there is a specific issue that you're healing today, I want you to find that issue in the body. So my cat, Declan, has kidney disease. So I like to send this healing energy specifically to his kidneys. So if you have a physical ailment, send it there. If you're thinking of an emotional concern, ask where that is held in the body, because all emotions settle somewhere in the body eventually. And so ask your intuition where that is and find it and send this bubble of protection and healing to that specific area. So it's going to be like a second bubble within this bigger bubble, just surrounding the tissues, organs, substance in the body that we want to heal, and send protection to it so that nothing unhealthy, scary, fearful can come to this organ or area. So I just want you to sit here for a few breaths in this healing energy with your pet. So as we move on, I want you to remember that we've cleansed, we've called in, and now we're going to connect. And for this last technique, the most important thing to remember is your most powerful tool is your hands and your thoughts. Touch is so very important for animals, and it can be so very healing. So first of all, let's actually just rub our hands together. We're going to create some movement and some heat and some friction so you can actually feel that energy. Now, you might be saying, I'm not a healer. I don't have any certifications. I don't have any special gifts. And you don't need them. All you need are your hands and your thoughts. So you can feel the change in the vibration and the shift in the energy when you rub your hands together. Just feel what it feels like when they're close together or farther apart. And know that that feeling, that energy you get there is healing energy. And so you and I and anyone can provide healing to an animal in need, even if you can't physically be with them. Say an animal in a zoo, you can still rub your hands together and think about them and just send the power of that touch to them. If you do have animals with you, I want you to just think about putting your hands on them more often. If they're sitting next to you, just touch them without movement, without petting, just place your hands on them. And that is just so powerful. Another place where you can really see this in action is with rescue animals. They can be very afraid of people, but they might still come up and sniff your hand. They might still be interested. So you can attract those animals and help to show them that touch actually feels really good and that people can be safe. So in any instance where you have the good fortune to interact with animals, I want you to think about sending healing from your hands as often as you can. And then going to your thoughts. Thoughts become energy. And energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transmuted or changed. So what you can do is send more positive energy out into the world. And that helps the animals, the planets, the other people, the community in so many ways. So I want you to come up with a mantra or a saying that we are going to use to send those positive thoughts. So something you might use might be, my pet's body is strong, healthy, and full of life. Or I'm calling in the highest and greatest good for my pet. And they will feel that. So as we leave this talk today, I want you to take a moment to honor the soul of your animal companion as a teacher and healer. Thank them for the energy they hold and love they pour into your body without asking anything in return. And the next time you light a candle or close your eyes to meditate, feel their presence beside you because they are already attuned to your heart and the infinite love that surrounds us all. Blessings to you and all the animals that walk this path with us.